Happy Wednesday, guys. So I'm a couple of minutes early. Um, I'm here. I figure a lot of you guys are going to watch the replay anyway, so I just wanted to go ahead and pop on for those of you who are maybe on your lunch break, um, or have a couple of minutes to jump on with me. If you guys are watching this with me, give this a thumbs up and comment below. If you guys are watching the replay, definitely type hashtag replay and give me your thoughts on what I'm talking about, how you guys are feeling. Um, that's why I wanted to come on because I've been feeling some sort of way the past, gosh, since like April, since like end of March, April, now, like these first couple of weeks of March or of May. And I think, and I don't want to put words in anybody's mouths, but I think you guys are kind of feeling the same way. So I just want to come on here, have a conversation, talk about it, um, and share what my plans are, what I've heard other leaders have been talking about. There's been a lot of videos posted on YouTube, and I've been binge watching all of those, getting different perspectives and thoughts and tips. And definitely it's along the lines of what I've been feeling. And basically what I have been feeling is very like things are very slow. Things are extremely slow. Like I felt like March was really, really well, and then we kind of hit a wall. April was a bit of a struggle. May has definitely been a struggle. Guys, my sales are nowhere near where they usually are halfway through the month, nowhere near where my monthly goals are. Um, and I thought it was just me. I thought I was doing something wrong. I thought um, my life has been so busy with kids' sports, end of school year things, chorus concert, band concerts, all that have just been like thrown upon me or all of us right now. And I felt like that was kind of taking my attention and my time away from my business. But when I sit back and look at it and hear what other leaders have been saying, it's not just me. Yes, we are all extremely busy. And if you have kiddos in school, kiddos in sports, and this is a very busy time with like wrap up, getting ready for summer vacation. Um, so we're all busy on that front, and maybe our businesses have been placed a little bit on the back burner. But as I've been listening to what leaders have been talking about, and they've been talking about this dip that we're having here in Cincy. And this honestly is the first time I've been experiencing this dip. Yeah, I've had slow months here and there, but nothing as drastic as what's happening right now in May. And I joined Cincy October, basically November 1st of 2019. So that was right before COVID hit, everything shut down, and we had our hyper growth. So I really don't have an accurate comparison for springtime pre-COVID. So the past 2 years, we had COVID in 2020 and 2021. We were still in that hyper growth phase. A lot of people were still at home. So sales were still really, really good in 2021. But now that we are kind of out of that, so we're at the tail end of the COVID pandemic. I'm not saying that it's gone, it's still here. But more people are out and about. They're not home. They're not wanting their houses to, smell as good. I mean, they want their houses to smell good, but they're just not as the home as more often as they were before, so they're not really noticing it. And so So that is a probably one of the reasons why we're kind of having this all encompassing all over Scentsy. Everyone is having like a dip, struggling with their business. But it's not really a struggle though. It's kind of an opportunity if you look at it that way. And because sales are not flowing in, parties are not coming in, can't get people to book parties right now. If you're feeling that, it is okay. I want to emphasize that it is okay for you to feel that. and to know that it's not going to last forever. So we might be in a slow period now, but it's not going to last for a really long time. And what I have been organically doing, and it kind of been reinforced by all the videos and all the upper leaders and what they were talking about, is I've been using this time to kind of what some people will call getting your poop in a group, getting your act together, figuring things out, getting organized. So using this slower time where you're not having a whole bunch of customers, reaching out for orders, you're not having a whole lot of parties that you need to manage and all of that stuff. Use that time to still do your income producing activities. Still reach out and do those follow ups. Still try to book those parties. Still try to do all your regular activities that's going to bring in the PRV, but now you have more time on the back end to do the things that people are not going to see, which is really going to set you up for success when we get out of this dip, we get out of this slump, and that's probably going to happen in the fall. Fall is always going to be our busiest time. Now, can we say that fall of 2022 is going to be similar to fall of 2021, 2020? We don't know. We don't know. Um, but fall is typically a busier time for Scentsy than the spring and the summer. So use this time wisely. First, don't give up on your business. Don't ever give up on your business, because if you give up on your business now, you are not going to be able to reap the rewards of all of your organization and preparation and all the stuff that you're doing right now in the fall and when we get out of this dip. So stick it out, stick with it, okay? So you want to focus on the things that are really going to help you prepare for your business. Start thinking about how you want to run your business, because what you've been doing in the past, maybe you were doing a lot of online parties and maybe those aren't working for you. So maybe you need to pivot. You need to shift and do in-person home parties, bag parties, vendor events, different ways to get PRV. Do those personal shopping links. People still love those because you can keep them open for 90 days. Um, so still do that, okay? But you just have to do it a little bit differently. Maybe if you were doing a lot of vendor events, maybe do a little bit more bag parties, maybe some online parties, or maybe you just redesign your online party. So maybe you were posting 5 days a week. Maybe you go to doing a one night live video because you have a little bit more time. So think about different ways that you can do your business. What may have worked for you in these past couple of months are not going to work for you now. So you need to figure out a way to switch things up, okay? And get organized. Now, when you're getting organized, you really want to work on your systems. Systems. So I know I did a video a while ago about the systems and what's in the Google Drive and all that information that's available to you, but you can also go onto YouTube. You can go into the Scentsy training tab and you can get a whole bunch of information on like follow-up systems, coaching systems, you name it. So now is a time to figure out, well, what does your host coaching look like? And it's going to look a little different if you're having an online party versus an in-home party, because there's going to be a little bit more, preparation for that home party. Getting all your supplies, getting all your samples, order forms, things like that. Prepping for all of that. Um, Maybe you're doing some vendor events. Start getting prepped for that. Start ordering product for that. Um, how are you going to collect people's names and their contact information? So all of that, those systems, you need to start figuring out now, and that's what I've been doing. I have been organically doing that, and I basically did a giant brain dump of everything that I want to do in my business. I didn't want to figure out. I just wanted to just do a brain dump. I know I need to revamp my host coaching system. I need to revamp how I train you guys, how I celebrate you guys, how I shout you guys out, how I provide information for you guys, how I provide information for my customers. I'm seeing a dip in my VIP group. I don't think a lot of people are in there now because, they're out and about. They're not on social media as much. Or maybe if they switch platforms, a lot of people, more people, I feel like, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, Talk to me, for lack of better words, through stories. And on my personal page more so than my VIP group. So, you know, shifting that, really figuring out a system on how I'm going to reach them via email and via text message without being invasive. Working on I have my weekly text and emails I send out to my customers. But one thing I am starting is doing like a weekly video tip. So I'm doing a video on something to help people out, not just share what we have, but how to use the products. So, for example, last week I did very simple how to change a wax, right? So I had a video already, I'd done a while ago. It was on my YouTube channel. I sent out an email to everyone who has purchased a wax and a warmer, and I did that through the workstation and telling them how to change their wax. And obviously, I put a link to the cotton cleanup so they can purchase them. I got a sale out of it, right? So, this week I did a tip on, I had a customer ask me, what's the button on the bottom of the wall fan diffuser? And I never thought to share what that was for because I just assumed, like I shared in my stories and I share my VIP group, and that was a while ago when I was brand new. But I keep forgetting you're constantly getting new people who are brand new to Scentsy, so you need to explain it. So I sent an email to everyone who purchased a wall fan diffuser with a quick 30-second video sharing this is what this little button does on the wall fan diffuser. And then I had a link on asking if they needed to stock up on some pods. So, that's what I'm kind of doing. So I did a brain dump of a lot of different tips that I can give to my customers and what products they work for so I can target my group. Now, I've been doing emails. I might shift to texting, but I want to be careful because I feel like texting is a little bit more personal than emails. And I feel like you need permission to send people text message when it's outside of my regular follow-up system with like checking in on their orders. So I don't know. I'll have to play around with that. But anyways, I digress. You want to figure out a system. So I have been dabbling in this website called Notion. It also has an app. Um, you can use it on your phone, iPad. I use it primarily on my computer, and I can check things on my phone, but I like it on my computer a lot more. But it's a blank slate, so you do literally whatever you want to do. So think of it as if you had a planner with like, or a binder with different sections. That's what Notion is do because you can create different pages for different areas of your life. So you have one for Scentsy, you have one for your personal life. Maybe if you volunteer, you have one for volunteering. You can even create like a planner, and there's so many templates out there that can help you. Like I literally spent my entire Sunday because my son was sick. So, we didn't take him to his soccer games. So we were all home, which was nice because we're always on the go. So I literally spent the entire day setting it up. Now I'm going to be tweaking it as we go, just with any system, but I had the bare bones done. So find you some time to do that, whether it's digitally, whether it's in a paper planner, whether it's in the bullet journal, um, you name it. Just figure out a way to kind of where's your central hub for your life, for knowing where you need to be, when you need to do what. That's what you guys kind of have to figure out. And now is the time to do that. Because once you get the system, you start it, you go through it, you tweak it, and you get into a rhythm of using it. Once you're super busy, like we will be in the fall, it's gonna be a no-brainer. You're gonna be like, I can handle this because I got a system in place. So work on that now. Um, Maybe you want to organize your office or the space that you use for Scentsy. So if you use a small area in your bedroom or your kitchen or in your dining room, spend this time of going through and purging all the stuff that you never use and organizing all the things that you make samples with or all the things that um, all your marketing material and figuring out a way. So go on YouTube, search, how to organize Scentsy Office, and you're going to get a whole bunch of videos. You're probably going to be a little overwhelmed with it. Um, but use that time to, you know, organize it. So once you get into a busy season, it's going to be a no-brainer. Be like, all right, I got my system down. I know where everything is. I can easily pull it out. I can send out a mailer. I can send out a host packet. I can send out Happy Mail. Super easy. Not have to think about, well, where did I put this last? This is all going to be organized. So spend some time doing that. Create new goals. Okay. Now, I know I haven't talked about this yet, but May 1st, technically, starts the new fiscal year or new calendar year for Scentsy. So Scentsy's calendar year goes from May 1st through April 30th of the following year. And that's where you can earn annual sales awards and annual mentor award. Annual sales is you submit 30,000 PRV within that calendar year. So from May 1st through April 30th. And if you do, you get a $1,000 bonus. Like they just give you $1,000 for doing that on top of your commission. Like, how awesome is that, guys? So that breaks down to about 2,500 PRV every single month. Now, some months you're going to be lower. In the fall and the winter, you're probably going to be higher. But over average, if you do $2,500 every single month for 12 months, you would have hit more than 30,000 PRV. You would have nice monthly paychecks, and it would be awesome. All right, so that's a goal for you. There are some trackers in the workstation. You can even do a Google search and find some trackers, or you can create your own. So whatever that planning system I talked about before, figure out how you're going to do that. So maybe have like how much you want to sell every single week, how much you want to sell every single month. And then once you have that goal, if that's a goal for you, because that's going to give you're going to get in front of a lot of new people, you're going to recruit a lot more people, you're going to have high sales, you're going to have great paychecks. If that's what you want, if that's your goal to earn annual sales, then you want to backtrack and say, well, how am I going to do that? Do you like online parties? Do online parties. If you want to do in-home parties, do in-home. But how are you going to generate that PRV? And then backtrack through there. That's how you're going to set those mini goals to get to your bigger goal. Now, annual mentor is you recruit 14 people from May 1st through April 30th who certify, which means that they've sold 1,000 PRV. Now, as long as they certify, as long as they join between May 1st and April 30th, and they certify during that time period, so there's no specific date that they need to certify by, but as long as it's within that 365 days, that counts towards your annual mentor award. And you want 14 people. That doesn't mean that you're going to recruit just 14 people and bank on all 14 people to certify. The average is about, I say about like 2 out of 5 people you recruit are going to certify, because some people are going to join and they just want the kit and they're going to go. And that's totally fine if that's what they want to do. Some people are going to join, it's just a hobby, they just want to get their products for a discount. Totally fine. Probably not going to certify. And then you're going to have those people who are, semi in the business, maybe they consistently sell that $200 every single month, or people who really want to make this a business and who really want those big paychecks. So you're going to need a variety of people to join your team in order to hit that annual mentor. It's tough. I have not hit that yet. But I'm still striving. I'm still working towards it. So just like trying to earn annual sales award, and you want to earn annual mentor award, knowing that you probably need more than 14 people. I would say at least 30. I would say 30, 35 people you need to recruit over the course of the next year to get the 14 people certified. Okay? But it's not just getting those people recruited. You also need to have an onboarding system, going back to the systems we talked about, that you can kind of figure out. So how are you going to train these new people? How are you going to give them the information? Cincy does a fantastic job of having all that information in the workstation and sending out emails. But you as a sponsor should also be in contact and helping and guiding the new people through the business. So that's kind of where we're at right now, guys. So it's a slow period, but it's not going to be slow forever. And so spend this time wisely. Don't give up. but spend this time wisely organizing everything, organizing your life, organizing your business. How is Scentsy fitting into your business? Because your life should not be fitting into Scentsy. Scentsy should be fitting into your life. So figuring out, well, when do I want to do parties? When do I want to go live to my customers? When do I want to do Instagram stories? So figure all that out, and now's the time to do that, because now you have the time to tweak it and perfect it and be ready and waiting for when the busy season starts. So guys, in the comments below, let me know how you're feeling with your business right now. Do you feel like it's pretty slow, like you're not, no one's really buying, no one's wanting to host a party, you're not getting a lot of interaction? Um, Let me know how you feel. Let's have this conversation. But I don't want you just to vent and complain in the comments. If you say that, no one wants to buy, how are you going to fix it? Follow it up with an action plan. If people aren't buying right now, you need to find different people. And how are you going to do that? All right, guys, have a great Wednesday, and I will be back. I'm gonna try to get back into doing some consistent training for you guys. But I'm always here for you to reach out and ask any questions and let me help you. So I will talk to you guys later.